We made a slide whistle, and we got this idea from YouTube. The materials we used for the slide whistle are PVC pipe, tubing, a corner piece, silly putty, and electrical tape. Oh god, and some water. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, the water. And to make this, we took the tube, the pipe thing, and we cut an ovular hole in the top of it, right about there. We angled this hole so that there is a slit on it that guides the air into the tube. Then on the end of the tube that connects with the corner piece, we grinded the top down so that it's kind of like flat on the top. And then we put the corner piece on the top of the tube. Now what that does is the little tiny space of air, it's so tiny that it causes vibrations when air goes through it. And those vibrations create sound waves. So that would kind of like work as a flute basically, or as a whistle. And the waves travel into the tube and they bounce all the way to the bottom of the tube and then back up, and then it goes back out of the hole. What this does is it creates a wave, and the wave creates it's a sound wave. Where the silly putty comes in is that this is a tube to tube, so we can't have air just going through it, so we have to block the tube so that it just pushes the air through that little tiny slit, causing the waves. So that creates one monotone sound, obviously, because it's just one wave going up and down. What we did is we added this piece, which is the tubing, the yellow tubing. We connected the yellow tubing to an end so that there's no hole in the end of it using the electrical tape. And the reason why we use the electrical tape is because of the water, and we put water in there, and you'll find out about that in a second. We put the tubing onto the end of the tube, and we used the end of the tube. We put the end of the tube, or the yellow tube, onto the PVC pipe. And what this does is, instead of just having one length, we're able to slide that tube up and down, increasing and decreasing the length of the tube. What this does is increases and decreases the length of the wave, making deeper and higher tones. What the water does is it acts as like a stopper for like the sound, because if there was no water, it would just bounce on the outside of the tube and go out, reducing the sound. So the water kind of like blocks it, and it's very smooth, so you're able to slide it up and down faster. And some trouble that we ran into making with it would be grinding it down was kind of difficult. Trying to block out the water was difficult because we tried to use duct tape and the water would spill out and stuff like that. Making the sound loud enough was kind of difficult, and that was kind of difficult in the end result as well, because it's PVC pipe, it's not like metal for like a whistle. So yeah, that's how we made the slide whistle.